Hello everybody, Shoe Detective here, and this video is about life. And we are being fooled into this life. Think about it. Why is it that sex sells? Why is it that sex is pleasurable? Why? Well, it's because if we weren't fooled into this life, we would never live it. I would never do it. We would never make the mistake. We have to be fooled. It's kind of like this. You meet some drug dealer, and the drug dealer gives you this like huge high, some drug, huge pleasure, and then all of a sudden he closes you into this torture chamber. That's what life is. That's what life is, and that's what sex is. Sex is kind of like that drug dealer who gives you this huge pleasure, and what comes after that is just, you know, can be fucking torture. That's what this is. And whatever you deem life has been, and however you deem that human beings have acted in the past, it's just a consequence of this, us being fooled into this. And some spiritual traditions, like the Buddhists, they say that there's a way that the soul in the reincarnation phase, you can not get fooled. That you actually were there before life began, and you were reincarnated into this body, and well, they say it's the truth, you're gonna suffer old age, sickness, and death. It's possible, of course, you might live a life of health and that sort of stuff, but you know, there's the saying that take the good with the bad type of shit. Yeah, it's a great way to think about life if you only think about your own life, but when you think about, like, for example, having children, I have said this in the past, I deem that sex is kind of it's an evil act. It's an evil act, and you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Yeah. But there's something beyond this type of stuff. There's something beyond this life. There's something better out there. You know, it's not just this. This is maybe a really short phase in the whole span of it, and pain. It's just part of the dualism of life, where there's an ending and a beginning. But it's all kind of relative. Where does that beginning begin? Where does pain really begin? You might say that, well, it's part of the whole system. It's part of the whole system. When we deal with pain in human beings, we try to go for the where it ends. Maybe the pain, if we remove where it ends, it's gonna remove where it begins, or the other way around. Do you understand what I mean? I mean that the root of the pain is really not where it is, it's somewhere else. And you remove that, it's not gonna remove it on a global scale. So if you get rid of your pain, it's not gonna get rid of the pain of the planet, so to say. But the planet is not even the beginning of this pain. This pain comes from somewhere else. You know, it comes from somewhere else. Its origin is so far away. And the way we are fooled into this is that we forget the origin of it. And yeah, that's the truth that we really don't want to face in our life. because we might realize who we are and we don't ever want to do that. Thanks for watching this video.